Simpson for UC Davis. Their playoff debut tonight. He's a center fielder on the baseball team, and he only lead in these FCS playoffs. It's Fisher submarining ahead to the 35.
Over 1,000 yards on the year.
Only one loss at home for Davis in the regular season as Fisher.
Got a good push.
Pinnock off the play fake. He'll look to run. Picks up the first down and slides near.
Freshman of being decisive.
Didn't take off and run all that much in the regular season finale 2 weeks ago against rival Sac. And a round one victory at home against the NEC champ Central Connecticut State. On third down, Pinnock on the move, and he's on target.
Field. Pinnock does a nice job of stepping up, delivering.
Pinnock with a sidearm toss. This time it's Ian. Second down. Pinnock on the roll, sets his feet. Another check down to Simpson, who picks up a first down. Here to a season-ending injury back in September. Pressure comes and it's batted down. The first
line of scrimmage.
First carry for Kai Asia, and he doesn't have. First down line at the 12. Pinnock delivers, and it's deflected again.
UC Davis forcing this field goal opportunity.
38-yard attempt for Hunter Ridley, the all-conference kicker, and he's up their first ever game in program history in the state of California. They lost in the second round of the FCS playoffs.
By Jim Fleming to really build this program into what they've been able to accomplish. And now here, again, the second round.
Dakota and Stephen F. Austin, the Southland Conference champion, who beat the UAC champ, Abilene Christian, by a touchdown earlier today.
Talked about it at the top. He can be electrifying. We saw a glimpse up there, the ability to escape. But 6 interceptions in the last 4.
Securing the football down the stretch of this year.
Yeah, and it's about trying to make a play there. He sees his receiver. Previous drive, we saw Ty Richardson shut it down with an outstanding open field tackle here. You can see Farrell going through his progressions. There's nothing.
Fair catch and makes it. Back near the 20. 47-yard punt. 4:10 on the first quarter clock. Second round. Coyotes over Mercer, the SoCon champion on the road earlier today. Winner of this game will host Illinois State next week. This is UC.
Let's go.
Put him in the red zone before Caden Pinnock was intercepted by Trey Lubin. On 6 yards from Caden Pinnock. So Tyler Hennessy, 6 catches through 11 regular season games. And a couple catches in this second round into Rhode Island territory. All 3 possessions here in the first quarter. Ian Simpson, the tight end, in motion. But don't break defense of Rhode Island. And as we head to the second, UC Davis will have to settle for another field goal attempt. 3-0 Aggies at the end. Aggies have sent on the field goal unit to try and get some more points here to begin the second quarter.
Yeah, I feel that this drive, though, feels less bend, don't break. Remember, though, if it's above the uprights and directly over, it's not in.
Now they're showing the replay on the big board here at UC Davis. Hard reception.
Yeah, Chris, it all starts with the protection. They give him plenty of time. And Gaines coming around the deep end, and a nice job going up, bringing that in. Gaines had some issues with Buchanan. You see the move there, make one defender miss, and spun a little bit probably earlier than he needed to. Should have just kind of kept pushing upfield. Nonetheless, a nice run there.
The previous play is under further review.
John, second round of the FCS playoffs, the 8-9 matchup out west in Davis, California, about 15 miles west of downtown Sacramento. Rhode Island has never
down and get it in.
Garth White handles the kickoffs and just snuck that one inside the pylon. At the 20, inside the 10. "66 yards down at the 4-yard line, so it's 3rd and goal for UC Davis.
Well, I would think here, Chris, too, especially coming off the miss last time. And
it's even later back east, and you know what's always open? 7-11.
There you go.
7:55 first half. UC Davis touchdown in an Aggie uniform. Ian Simpson adding 2. 11-7. Aggies in. Well, it's B week, and we honor Jim Valvano by supporting.
Coming out of this game could be the favor on that side of the bracket, with the other two Big Sky teams on the opposite side.
Rhode Island, this is upheld, would pass 1,000 receiving yards on the season.
He doesn't cleanly catch it, but he does secure it. Now, I think I'm 2 for 2, but let's not get into that. He does not cleanly catch it, but he does. Yeah, with the replay booth.
Chris Sylvester, Craig Hobbert, glad you're with us tonight. And down he goes! All the way back near midfield. That takes Davis way out of field goal range. Away, and he's taken down for a loss. Jackson Severs, his second sack of the season, and what a tremendous job he's done in play linebacker here at UC Davis.
Yeah, Severs doing a nice job kind of working back to.
So Davis still has 2 timeouts in the back pocket and the 2-minute timeout coming up. First ever game in the state of California. Jim Fleming, their head coach in his 12th season, said there were murmurs at Indiana, Ohio State. I think regardless of the outcome between the Hoosiers and Buckeyes, both will be top 4 seeds tomorrow. Davis with 2 timeouts. Minute 50 left. Rhode Island will get the.
Muse got down. Yeah. I mean, he keeps him down. I don't know if maybe he's trying to stay warm.
On second down, Asia through the middle. First down, UC Davis to the 37 with 7.
Third down. The game clock will start on the snap.
They got Menkins for the offside penalty, the 4th on Rhode Island this half. BAA Defensive Player of the Year, was an All-American last season. Now let's try this again. Playoffs, Montana, second place finisher in the Big Sky. The number 3 seed, both won earlier today and advanced. And with North Dakota State's shocking loss at home to Illinois State this week in the quarterfinal round against the Redbirds. But it also gives the Big Sky.
Do you kick, or do you try to get that first down?
I think it's.
Well, they're good.
So this would be second and short. Although, does it incur a 10-second runoff unless Davis?
Tomorrow's college football playoff bracket. ACC championship. This game's been entertaining. Chandler Morris to
3rd and 6 with 2 minutes left to make that catch and get a first down to put the game away. Amazing playmaking ability by Indiana.
And I look at the ACC game. I thought Duke would have a good chance.
Now Virginia has the ball, 1 timeout left. They're within the 15-yard line. As we're watching this with you live as this is going on, they're going to go temp.
First time in Texas Tech program history, the Red Raiders are Big 12 champions. What kind of moment is this for you?
The Rocket Dogs moment. This has been a long-standing tradition at UC Davis. She's sniffing for it. She's got it.
That's warmly too.
And you get a treat at the end. Because
you're not doing it for free.
No. Round of the FCS championship for what would be the first time since 1985. And we'd like to welcome those here with the program. Redshirted sat behind the All-American and record-setting quarterback Miles Hastings, who graduated following last season.
We had a chance, talking with Tim Plow yesterday. He was saying that he hasn't missed any football events because of it. He was saying, too, that baseball kind of teaches you mental toughness, because you might go 0 for 4, you might go 0 for 10. You're kind of on an island. The quarterback.
Sacramento to Davis, and then back before school started to better familiarize himself with the playbook.
Type run, dude. Exciting for a moment, didn't really get anything, but it still kind of made you go, whoa.
Empty backfield, and it's caught by the tight end Mitchell Dixon. There's a catcher, and UC Davis has no interest in snapping it again. A plus 15 quarter for the 8 seed. All right, the big shocker in round 2 of these FCS playoffs. 20-point fourth quarter lead for a second straight playoffs. They would host Illinois State, the Redbirds from the Missouri Valley Football
Margin. Usually teams that are as successful as Rhode Island are usually on the plus side in turnover margin. Here we're seeing a play here for the Rams. Certainly have an explosive offense, but they need to counterpunch here.
Yeah, there might be 3 more possessions. Davis, they trail by 20 in the 4th tonight. Likely 2-down territory when you consider the area of the field. Receiver, and I think he just learned of that marker that was thrown from the back of the end zone because he was letting the near side official hear it.
Defense number 3. 15-yard
play fake. It's off the hands of Buchanan and almost intercepted. Marquise Buchanan has been limited in this second half. UC Davis gets off the field on 4th down as Rhode Island is stuffed again. Around Villanova from the CAA. The Nova Wildcats handed Lehigh its first loss of the season earlier today. UC Davis
will probably start to put some of that more of shouldering the load on number 20, Jordan Fisher, 34.
He's done in just 2 seasons with this program. Flirting with a chance to Davis, the 3rd place finisher in the league. They still get a top 8 national seed. And there's a good chance all 3 teams from the conference. Early breaking stories, injury updates, and previews of each game right up to kickoff. Our week 14. Farrell takes it out of the belly of Barrow, throws and has Quarteng. He slipped behind the defense, and it's a touch.
Led to Thomas being an ineligible downfield. The Rams are driving. This was the 4th down play where the points were taken off the board. You're going to see Farrell here. He's going to. This defense has just been swarming around in the second half.
And UC Davis takes over.
But they've been able to kind of move the ball up and down the field consistently all night.
The lone Dakota team still standing. South Dakota State lost at Montana. North Dakota State lost at home. San Diego Slaying, where Tim Plow grew up, paired with all the history he's had with this program, from being a quarterback with UC Davis in the early 2000s.
It's tough to tell there with the Davis where he was. This is what it is this offseason. Obviously, he was a name that has come up in spots, but I feel like he's got unfinished business. Like, he wants this program means a lot to him. He's done a great job, and
he has found joy here at Davis, as it says on the side of his cap.
And I had a chance. They all went and shook each other's hand and hugged each other. It was about a 5 to 10 minute process, but he's really kind of cultivating a family atmosphere here.
He's responded with 5 touchdown tosses tonight.
And again, what he has done tonight with his mobility, the ability to get upfield, and again, just the ability to shake off a mistake over their final 4 games. Just let that roll off his back.
Brendan Barrow on the kick return. And past the 25. But out of bounds, shy of the line to gain. And 2 yards short. The CAA will still be represented in these playoffs. Villanova out of the game plan.
Yeah, I mean, not since he really ripped off that big touchdown run. Looked like he was kind of getting rolling, and he's been quiet since then, his defense.
Score. And his teammates rallying around him right now as he is finally able to get up.
Guarantee about tomorrow is somebody will be upset.
That's how it goes. No plane ride necessary.
No, he ended last night's meeting saying.
So it's not about, getting in his face when stuff like that happens. It's just teaching him so that he can be better. And when he plays his best, that's when we have a chance to win a lot of games.
Not only what a job Tim Plow has done in just 2 seasons with this program, flirting with a chance to make back-to-back FCS quarterfinal round.
Make the Rams have to work for it.
Another one over the middle. Abora Quarteng catches it again, and this time motors inside. Rhode Island quickly on the move at the UC Davis 28. Couple plays into the possession. The pocket gets tight on Farrell, and he gives himself up for a loss.
playing great tonight, especially in the second half.
3rd and long. Farrell scanning. It's Kwarteng, his 3rd catch of the possession. Field for 4th down. 1 for 2 in the game. Farrell takes it out of the belly of Barrow. Throws and has Kwarteng. He slipped behind. And Abora Kwarteng hauls in a touch.
This Davis defense has just been swarming around in the second half.
And UC Davis takes over with 6.
It was not the team they were showing over those final 4 games.
And some of it was the issues Caden Pinnock had Sky, but the conference was loaded in elite talent at running back. Montana's tailback Eli Gilman was the Big Sky Offensive Player of the Year.
And what he's been able to also do tonight, Pinnock with his legs.
Pinnock to the end zone. Jones, touchdown! There is
The office late tonight as we see the protection there. Pinnock deep late one night on a Monday night. Coach Brown said he heard somebody outside and kind of a constant ringing. This could be the team to beat on this side of the bracket.
Farrell on 2nd down, trying to get it to Kwarteng.
Play's doing a great job of creating pressure.
They'll dump it off to Littleton. So tough. Taking it to the doorstep here in the final moments of this FCS second round game. Farrell scans and delivers. That's Tom Sakinski. And if you have Nick, and the Big Sky will be well represented in the final 8 here in the FCS.
Large in terms of dominating the playoffs. There's going to be some new